Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Michael Williams here, White Label Consulting. I got an email here on my screen, and the email says, actually, let me pull it up. Hi, I hope you're doing well. My name is Becker Baraka. Let me switch over to, what I got here. There we go. Becker Baraka. And can I make this bigger? Yeah. Is that good? Yeah, let me switch over to tutorial. Where's my tutorial screen at? If I do that, then I have to move this screen over here, go back here, go to my multi-view, which I'm going to do a tutorial on, bring that down here and switch over to this screen. There we go. So, yeah, I recently created an open source tool. Young African developer and Christian recently created the school OBS Bible free version built entirely from scratch. I got this email 2 days ago. It sends me to the GitHub. I downloaded it. Since I'm reaching out, I believe we could do a short video demo and openly kindly ask that you mention my name, the creator, Becker Baraka. It's completely free, open source. Thank you. And here is a picture of how it works. So I'm going to review this live, or just record it live, and I'm going to see if I can, let me switch back to this window, and let me see if I can get this loaded real quick. I'm going to download the app, and I'm going to open it in another window. I pulled it off the GitHub, and so I have the folder here, and the folder is located here. So on the folder, I can pull up the folder, and right here, it's OBS Bible version main right here. And so it looks like here's the display. So here's the browser source as well as the, let me see if I can make this bigger for you guys. Yeah. So there, it seems like there's two files in here to display. There's the control panel, and then there is the browser source. So I'm going to click on the control panel. It's going to open up this window right here, and I'm going to copy this link. All right, it's going to copy that link, and let me go back here to here. I'm going to go into my OBS, and I'm going to make a new scene. So I need to open studio mode real quick, and just so you can see what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this up here and roll back to my source right here so you can see what's going on. Let me transition this over real quick so you can see. I'm going to make a new scene over here. I'm going to put a new scene, and I'm going to call it, actually, that's just the, is that the control panel? Hold on, let me see here. That's the control panel. So no, I don't want to do that. I actually want to go into docs right here and go into custom browser docs, and I'm going to put Bible control panel, put it in there like that. And then I'm going to paste that link right there, hit V, and click apply. Right? Okay, now that pulls that up here. Now for the sake of time, I'm going to drop it right there on top of it. There we go. And I'm going to close this. So the first step is going to be to add the control panel into OBS. Now it says their Bibles here. I'm going to pick the King James Version, right? And you put the reference here. The reference seems to be in French. And this seems to be something that you, let me go to settings real quick. Okay, so you can go into the settings right here and change this to English. There we go. And then you have all of your settings right here. Let's go to search. Good. Submit. That's beautiful. Bible list. You can do list themes. You can change the themes. I like it so far. Now I need to display the scripture. I don't know how it displays. I'm going to go back to that window, and I'm going to click on browser source. And obviously that's going to open another window, which should be right here. I'm going to copy that, right? Let's come back to OBS. Now I need to add that as an overlay. Looks like an overlay I need to add that as. I'm going to go up here to the top and hit plus. I'm going to do browser source and call this Bible control panel. I've tried a few of these. So, let's call this Bible display. Display panel. Okay, once I do that, I'm going to put the browser source here. I'm going to put 1280 by 720 for memory purposes. I don't need a 1920 by 1080. I don't need audio, and I can get rid of all this background stuff right here. And I'm going to click OK. So now that is on top of here. And actually, what scene is this in? Is this in, I hope this is in this scene. Let me transition over real quick. So I put the control panel right here. It's right in the middle of the screen, right? I'm going to transition over, and I'm going to, okay, I see I put that in tutorial. Hold on real quick. Let me go to, what scene did I put that in? I don't know what scene I put it in. Well, I don't know what scene I put it in, but I'm going to add it to this scene right here. I'm going to hit plus. I'm going to hit browser source, and I'm just going to pick the panel that's already the add existing Bible display panel. Click OK, and it should be on top of my screen right here. Now I'm going to pick a book. I'm going to pick Matthew, and it actually, when you type the book in, it and I'm going to put submit, and then I can actually pick okay, there we go. It pops right up. I'm actually going to click on control panel and hit control F. What that does is that brings it to the front of the screen. Oh, let me go back here. Sorry. Let me go back into my live broadcast and go here. I'm going to hit control F. And what that does is that puts it at the bottom of the screen. Okay. So when I just click on the actual verses, it just changes right away. That's actually really cool. If I hit the right arrow, and how can I show you this? Let me go back to my tutorial scene, and let me transition that over because it's in my tutorial scene. Actually, I'm going to have to go to, let me go here and just move my camera up. Where's my camera at? My circle, lower thirds camera, ATEM. Well, first of all, let me make sure I'm in tutorial. Okay, let me take my camera and let me move it up to the right-hand corner right here. And let me get off studio mode because you don't need that right there. You can need a live switch. I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to make this bigger because I'll put it back when I'm done. But when I click on the actual scripture, it loads right away. If I click plus, it seems to add that to the list. So I have a list here that I can add, which is a really, really cool feature. If I click on theme, it looks like I can change the themes of the actual how it looks, which is very, 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 very resourceful. And on my settings, it looks like I can change text alignment. So I can change it from left to right. Transition effect, slide up, auto hide verse. That looks like it's going to hide the verse after a set duration. So let's go 7-8 seconds, and font size. So I can change this font size, and it automatically adjusts to the screen. The screen dimensions. So the padding and everything, that's good. Opacity, I like this. Okay, I can change the opacity. That's cool. I usually keep it at maybe like a 90%. Maximum number of lines. That allows me to go as high up as I need to go. I'm going to stick with 1 right now. Opacity is good. I like centered. And let's go back to fade. I don't want any of these other ones. I just need it to be simple, right? And that's good. And I'm going to go back to Bible. And then as I change it, it changes automatically. And I'm going to change the theme back to the darker color. If I go down here to theme right here, let me zoom out. I'm going to go back to this theme right here and actually go back into the settings and change this settings to 90 back to 100. All right. Now I'm going to go back to Bible. Yeah, I like that. So now I can just click the verse, and this says 2 of 2, which probably means that it's a longer verse. So I think that's in the settings when I put maximum number of lines. I'm going to take that off of 0 so that it just displays the whole verse. Let me go here. Yeah, so I want the whole verse displayed. I wonder how it works for longer verses if I hit 6. Well, it showed the whole verse. It looks like it's automatically fitting it in there. So this is a really, let me go off this Zoom page right here. I'm going to move this over so I can. So actually, this is a really cool tool. Let me go back to Bible real quick. Let me go to Bible. Let me go to search. I guess you could just pull up the book, but let me see if I pull up 28 and 19. Will it just go to that and go to submit? Yeah. So you can pull up one scripture at a time and it comes right up. And let me see. This looks like this is the next chapter. This is the previous verse, which I don't have a verse listed in the list right here. And then this looks like it turns it on and off. So if I go here and if I click so this eyeball right here basically turns the verse on and off. If I go back here to the back arrow, I can pick another Bible. Let's pick the WE Bible. Let's pick John 3:16. Hit submit. And I just want to change the theme just to see how fast it's operating. We'll do that one, and we'll go back to Bible, and we'll click on that. Automatic change. So this works really, really well. I mean, if you look at all the features that it has, being able to create a list and actually be able to delete a list is great. Search, being able to search through the books, and also the theme settings. I like all the settings here are great. Font sizes, you can change the font sizes. Usually if you're watching on live stream, it's kind of hard to get something that everybody can read, especially if they're reading on a phone. So the reference font size and being able to change the verse font size is actually pretty good. And I'm wondering here, let me turn off the auto hide. Let me turn that off real quick, and let me see what happens if I click on Bible display and I just resize it real quick. Yeah, so I can move this the way any way I need to move it, which is very, very good. I'll basically target everything. You can target the background or the text. That's good. Text alignment, auto verse, cool, current theme. So wow. Becker, I think it's Becker Baraka. Let me turn this off real quick. Let me go back over here to the settings, or let me go to the Bible and turn that on, turn it off. Good. Oh, let me turn it off. Becker. Let me get your name right first. Becker Baraka. Excellent tool. Anybody looking for a free Bible plugin that has a King James version and the World English Bible version, get this plugin. It's on GitHub. I will put the link in the description for you. But this is probably one of the best tools that you can get for a free Bible plugin for those two versions. I'm hoping that he continues to develop it or come up with a paid version that has some more translations, because I think that would be awesome. But great job, man. I tried to do this probably 7 or 8 years ago and pay somebody to do it, and I just didn't have the time. And but I'm glad with the tools that we have today in your coding knowledge. I encourage you to keep doing what you're doing. And download the tool, y'all. It's probably one of the best Bible plugins that I've seen that works really, really fast, easy to put in. But yeah, that's my video for today. Michael Williams, White Label Consultant.